Hello everyone, my name is Walid Abu Hweish, and in this YouTube channel I would like to shed light on some educational tips, which is a series of videos that will provide students with several tips during their studying journey. The first video in this series will be how to start my research, so please subscribe, share and like, and for now let's start. This video is intended for students either working on their final year project, last year undergraduate students, or early stage graduate students. So after you have dealt with your advisor on a specified topic, you need to know what other researchers have done on that topic, but how to start. Two main research engines, namely Google Scholar and Scopus, researchers usually use for literature surveying. However, in this video, I will focus on Google Scholar. So once you type Scholar in the Google search, the searching engine Google Scholar will appear as shown on the top left. However, to make best of your search on that engine, it is recommended to use the following tips. Use quotations if you want to search for a specified word or a group of words. Use and, which is the default if you hit a space. Use or if you need to search for two different things but within the same scope. For example, if you need to search for two companies working on cell phones, Samsung or Apple. Use dashword if you need to exclude this word from your search. And finally, search within a specified period if you need to narrow your search. An example is shown on the top right in which we are searching for displacement ventilation and more specifically chair fans. So chair fans were placed inside quotations. Also, you can use the Advanced Search tab available in the Google Scholar as shown on the left, and this is what you will get when you click Advanced Search as shown on the right. Here you can fill the blanks as you need. Now you found a title that appears relevant to your work. So you hit that title, this is what you will get. So here you can see the name of the journal, the name of the publisher in which that journal is published in, the title of the paper, the name of the authors including the first author and all other co-authors. If you hit this mail symbol, you can see the details about the corresponding author as shown here at the bottom right. Usually, the corresponding author is your advisor, as his or her email might not change as it is the case for a student whose email might vary based on his or her future career. If you hit Show More, you can see the author's affiliation. This might be interesting later on during your advanced search or when you need to find authors that are familiar with your topic. Moreover, you can see several dates, which are the dates of receiving the manuscript by the journal, the date of receiving the paper in a revised form, the date of accepting the paper, and finally the date when the paper is available online. These dates might not always be explicitly shown. Also, you can see the DOI, which is a link for the journal. You can use this link to share the paper with your friends. Also, you can see the highlights, which are considered a very brief description of the main paper's contribution. Also, you can see the abstract, which states the aim of the study, the methodology, and the main results in a very direct and compact way. In other words, the abstract and the highlights give you a better understanding if this paper is relevant to your study or not. Now you found this paper is important and you need to download it. However, you will notice this tab, Get Access. So this tab will appear if this paper is a limited access journal. So you have to differentiate between two types of journals, the limited access journal and the open access journal. In the limited access journal, the institution have to pay. in which students can download freely only within the institution. The main advantage of this type of journals is that students can publish for free. On the other side, the open access journal allows a student to download for free even outside their institution. However, they have to pay for publishing. So now, provided that you were able to download your paper either from your institution or if it was an open access journal so you can download it for free, it is very important to know how to save and rename this paper so you can pick it up easily. This is usually done using two different ways. Either save it on your PC and rename it. For example, rename it as follows: paper's title, followed by the first author, and then the year of publication. An example is shown below at the bottom. So here the name of the paper is shown in red, followed by the author name, and then the year of publication is shown in green. Another way of saving the paper is to save it on a reference manager without the need to rename it, since the reference manager will save it based on the title and the author's name. One example of the reference manager is Mendeley. Other examples are EndNote and RefWorks. These reference managers will help you in citing other researchers' work. We will talk about that in later videos within this series. Now you want to read the paper. You need first to know the main constituents of the paper. The first page of the paper usually includes the contents that we already mentioned a few seconds ago. What I mean by that: the journal name, the publisher, the paper's title, the name of authors and their affiliation, the highlights, the abstract, and the main keywords. This first page is followed by an introduction and/or literature review, methodology, results and discussion, conclusion, acknowledgement, and finally the references. So now you want to dig more into the paper. It will be a waste of time if you want to read the paper in its order. It is advisable to follow the order you are seeing now. That is, start with reading the abstract, then read the conclusion, then have a look on the figures, tables, and their caption. After doing that, if you found that this paper is relevant to your work, continue reading the literature, the results and discussion, the methods used by the authors, and then check the references to find the new papers relevant to your work. So now you have found this paper is important and you want to search for more papers that cited this paper. Why? Because authors who cited this paper are more probably working on things relevant to your work. As such, you go to Google Scholar and hit Cited By, which is shown here in the red box. This will open all the papers that cited the paper you already downloaded. If you want to search within these cited papers only, you can choose Search within citing articles, and then follow the searching criteria that were explained at the beginning of this video. That's all for now. I hope this short video gave you a quick guide on how to start your research. See you on another topic in educational tips, and for now, stay safe.